In this video, I'm going to go over the Visual Basic 2010 Express IDE with you. IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment. Let's go ahead and start Visual Basic 2010 Express. If this is your first time opening, it'll go through the first time configurations. Once you have it open, if you want to go ahead and register your product, you could go ahead and go to Help, Register Product. It's really easy. All you have to do is just put in your Windows Live ID. It's free. And if you got a message saying that you need to install Service Pack 1, chances are you got a better Visual Studio program installed on your computer. It's got Service Pack 1 installed. You will have to update Visual Basic to the Service Pack 1 before it will actually work, or any other Visual Studio program for that matter. With that being said, let's go ahead and go over a few things. And you also would like to check to see if there's any security updates in Windows Update. Okay, I'm going to go over some essential things such as the file menu. You could find where you could create a new project or open an existing project. You actually can open a single file. Let's go ahead and go to Edit. Just essential stuff: undo, redo, copy, paste. View. If something happens that these different windows may disappear on you, such as Properties window, Solution Explorer, and Toolbox. These three right here will be really going over. And if something happens that they disappear, you can go to View, Other Windows, and get them back like that. Debug, normal things that we'll be doing in the actual programming. We won't be getting much into debugging hardcore programs because this is still beginning tutorials. Tools, extensions, nothing really to worry about right now. Let's go ahead and go to File, New Project. You go ahead and create a Windows Forms application. Name it whatever you want. I'm just going to keep it at Windows Application 1. Okay, notice now we got Form 1. And okay, this window here is the Solution Explorer. This is where all of your files in your program is going to be found at, and this is a very vital window to have if you have more than one file that you have to work with. In most cases you will in more advanced programs. Okay, notice that the Properties window here, you could actually change the file name. I like to have my file set to Form Main, FRMMAIN. And notice I did camel casing here, which is a capital M here. And you don't have to change it if you don't want to, but notice I clicked on Form 1 and the Properties window changed. This is the properties for the actual form itself. So name Form Main, we can leave it the way it is, or Form 1, however you have it, because we're not going to actually be writing code in this tutorial. Now in the text box, you could actually change this to Main Form. Well, hit enter, and you could actually see that this changed to Main Form or whatever you named it to. And you could play around with other properties here, the opacity settings, the size, and just essential things, you know. Just get the feel of how things work. That's the best way to learn the Visual Studio Integrated Development Environment for Visual Basic or C# or any programming language you will be working with. And let's go ahead and go over to Toolbox. This is where you'll find most of your essential things for Forms applications. You'll find where you can find buttons. Let's go ahead and create a button by double clicking button. You'll notice we got a button here named Button 1, and you could drag it anywhere, and you could tell that there's clipping. You could actually clip it to different places in the form, which is a good thing that the IDE has, a nice feature. You could also change the button name. Where we have the button selected, we're in the properties of Button 1, which is the actual name of this button. I'm not going to change the name of Button 1 because we're not actually writing code. We could actually name the button as far as what the text says, Button. Notice that Button 1 is gone now, but it's still named Button 1, but it's just the text says Button. So in that case, let's go ahead and create a label. Now you notice we got label 1. and we got label 1 highlighted. We got property set to label 1. Name of it's label 1. We'll leave it alone, or unless you want to change it. Text, you could change it to I am a label, and notice that it changed to I am a label. And if you would like to create a second form, go up here where this little box is and click the down arrow, click add new item, or you could just click the box, same thing. Notice we got different components we could add, such as like class, module. We won't be going over any of that right now. We'll go over classes later and maybe other things. For now, let's go ahead and create another Windows form. You could name it Form 1, Form 2, whatever you wish. I'm going to name it Form Main 2. Okay. And notice that we have another form we could work with. You can put different things like a checkbox or anything. The sky's the limit when it comes to programming. You know, you could. The more you know, the more you can do with it. Just play around with the forms and just get used to the IDE. Then we'll go over programming actual software in my next video. Thanks for watching.